Yo, this is his lordship, and this is Darrell Brooks. Remember Darrell Brooks that got a billion years, a billion life sentences or whatever. I'm exaggerating, but he had that trial. He gave the judge a hard time, very disrespectful and all of that stuff. But we all know and can see with our own eyes that Darrell Brooks is mentally disturbed, and because of that, he didn't get an unfair trial. Now, what he did was unfair, and he's guilty of what he did, but people were so ambitious, you know, that, and what he did was so terrible, they didn't have a problem, lynching this guy, railroading this guy in trial. Now, look at the sympathy, or maybe extra security. I don't know. This hand on Darrell's shoulder, I don't know if it's sympathetic or extra security, but Darrell looks like he has some kind of spinal problem. Like he got beat so bad that he can't walk anymore. They say he can walk fine, but he refused to walk, but I believe that's a lie. His hands don't move. His hands are folded. They are across his lap, but they do not move, and that's why I made this film in slow motion. All he has is upper body movement from the waist up, and his legs look like little dried up French fries. Like, even if he could stand, I don't think his legs are strong enough to carry his body weight because of whatever he went through. Also, Darrell Brooks was in a documentary, and he admitted to a meth habit, and he said that it fried his brain. And a doctor was in the documentary said what meth does to a person's brain long term. I think the real Darrell Brooks, in his earlier years, was a nice person, but because he has a mental problem, rap videos and the internet and all this stuff had a bad influence on him. And he looked like he adopted some kind of religion based on his look. Because I didn't even know he was American at first, And I don't want to offend nobody's belief, but he did look like a Hebrew Israelite. And he also liked the color red. And he might have been a self-proclaimed gangster, but not affiliated with a group. So he might have been a one-man gangbanger. And I don't know why his mother chose the color of the car that she chose, because if it was her car, why did she choose his favorite color? You see what I'm saying? Now, he's on trial now for shooting at his nephew, hitting his girlfriend, the mother of his child with a car, all kind of stuff like that. And he's pleading no contest. I'm not being specific, but in general. But he's no victim, but he should get due process, and he should be treated fairly, especially if he's mentally disturbed. Now, by now, he's properly medicated, and he's just the most polite person on earth. He pleads no contest. He's not trying to do the cyber citizen thing, nothing like that. But he got his butt whooped, and I don't know how many times since his incarceration. And he don't want to be at this county jail while he's still going through the trial process, because he already know what's going to happen. So they're going to allow him to go back to his original cell. And whatever time he gets, I think he got a couple of years or so. It don't even matter, because he's still got to serve, 60, 70 life, sentences or whatever like that. But though he's guilty, I do claim that there was a lynch mob. And I do claim that it should have been a different crime. It should have been a domestic terrorist crime, and he should have been looked into for insanity. Okay, I believe that Darrell Brooks is insane because lack of medical treatment and lack of his medication, and I believe that his act was an act of domestic terrorism in a town where they're the number one target for domestic terrorism. And Darrell Brooks, because of his beliefs and his lyrics and stuff to his songs, it would have been easy to prove, but they wanted to go a different route. They allowed him to bypass the sanity plea And of course, that was his idea. You don't ask an insane person if he want to claim insane. Usually, the people who claim insanity are not insane, and the ones who don't are insane. You see what I'm saying? But I say the trial itself proves that he wasn't stable from beginning to end, and it wasn't an act. He had manic episodes, rise and fall, up and down. Okay, and it's like he's in the Twilight Zone. All right. Too many GTA games, too many rap videos, too many conscious videos. I don't know, and it ruined his life. He also got a girl pregnant that was underage, but his daughter had a baby around the same age, so it's a pattern. He's a grandfather, okay, and he's very violent and unpredictable when he's not properly treated, okay? But once again, his hands are folded like a mason. See there? That's a Masonic hand position. Anyway, peace and hair grease. Till next time.
I'm the magnificent.